NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams. Should be a terrific game here tonight. We're at Moda Center in downtown Portland, Oregon. Tonight, it's the Portland Trailblazers taking on the Philadelphia 76ers. The tip is won by the Sixers. Jay, it's a huge question in Philadelphia. What can Markelle Fultz be in his second NBA season?
He could be a former #1 pick in the NBA draft. He can still be a star. I don't think any of his shooting woes had to do with that shoulder injury last season. It was mental. It was the yips. He's been getting reps this entire summer with that form, with that rhythm. And if he keeps shooting the ball the way I've seen him shoot out in California, this kid could be a star next year.
Ben Simmons missed his first. That one goes.
You know, I'm going to say something that people probably won't like, but guess what? I don't care. I'm already crowning Ben Simmons as a top 5 playmaker in the league. His first true season, he had 18 points, 8 assists, and 8 rebounds. He could finish around the rim and make everybody else around him look great. There's no doubt about it.
That's what I'm talking about, man. JJ Redick with the 3 from behind the arc. Let's go Sixers. Oh, man, that was nice. Yeah. Oh, man. Woo! 3. Oh, that's what I'm talking about. Look at it again. JJ Redick dribbles it out. Bust it. Just like you did tonight. Let's go Sixers. 3. Yeah.
JJ Redick with a chance at a 4-point play for his career, 89%. Got it. Jay, how does Portland bounce back from the disappointment losing in 4 to New Orleans last year?
Well, you need your stars to shine the brightest in the biggest moments, and we did not see that from their 2 stars in that first-round series against the Pelicans. And when you think about the West overall, think about this. Houston, Golden State will be great. Denver and OKC, they will be hungrier and healthy. Utah, better defensively. San Antonio, they upgraded from 9 games of Kawhi Leonard to a full season with DeMar DeRozan. Oh, and by the way, the Lakers have LeBron James. So these 2 stars need to be great and great all the time.
Lillard to Nurkic. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
What a pass. I have no clue how that ball even made it through the traffic.
Simmons into the
Hey
front
man,
court.
love to stay set and watch more games but got to get sleep for tomorrow's game, but glad I could check in. Good night man and flyables.
Oh, definitely, man. Definitely. No doubt. No doubt.
Can't connect on the first free throw. That one won't go. One more come. Boy, bad performance at the line. 0 for 3. It's Portland ball. Lillard, nice pass to set things up. Shot from the lane won't go.
It's because he took his eye off his target, Ed. As an offensive player, you have to glare at where the defender's coming to, but quickly redirect yourself to your actual target. He was more consumed with the defender than he was the actual rim.
First free throw is good. It's a second. One more coming. And he cashes in at the line. 3 for 3. Portland has the ball. Lillard. Inside, he scores.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Simmons with a shot. Now got a piece of it.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation.
And that's how you close out on a shooter with a sense of urgency. The shooter was more worried about his landing space than he was the shot.
Simmons with it. Down 3. To Redick. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Double figures in the first quarter, now at 10, including that 3.
And the more and more I watch, I become mesmerized with that follow-through. That release is effortless.
To McCollum. From long range. And C.J. McCollum, zero hesitation, knocks down the 3.
CJ. He continues to make a case as a pantheon shooter. There are only 3 players in the league, though, that rival him in terms of volume and percentage from long-range attempts. And that's Stephen Curry, Klay Thompson, and J.J. Redick. He possesses a unique set of skills that makes him incredibly difficult to guard. First off, a dead-eye shooter who has an uncanny handle, who can attack you from different angles with a high basketball IQ, shows you why you're going to have your hands full. Good luck with that one.
To Covington. Lets it fly from long range. Well defended. Covington's a tough matchup.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
That his 3rd 3 in this first quarter alone.
And the defense has to push up on the offensive player. Don't let him have clear vision of the basket.
Now a whistle and a timeout for Philadelphia as they'll go over some tactics now in this first quarter of play. Sixers finally break through. 52 wins last year. But, Jay, where do they factor in a top-heavy Atlantic division?
I still see this team finishing on the outside looking in. What I mean by outside is the 2 or 3 spot. I think this is Boston's division to lose, Boston's conference to lose. But still, the question marks with Toronto. Kawhi Leonard, does he really want to be there? Changing up their coach. What's going on with that franchise? And the question mark still is around Ben Simmons and his ability to shoot the ball down the stretch.
Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor.
Substitutions, Philadelphia.
That's blocked by Kawhi.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Trailblazers take over. Embiid. Out of bounds the call. Last touch by Amir Johnson. To McCollum. Seth Curry. Joel Embiid able to recover with the block. That's his first of the game.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
To Fultz. Fires the 3. His first effort off the mark. And he'll go to the foul line.
Hey, look, sometimes you need to feel out your opponent. Let him know you're there. I'm okay with that early foul.
Team foul number 1.
Anthony Simmons at the line. And he connects on the first free throw.
Number 8.
So he hits the first, misses the second. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball. But sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
Wilson Chandler at the line for a chance at a three-point play. For his career, 76% from the line. Free throw is good to finish off the three-point play. That slices the lead down to 4. Trailblazers with the basketball. To McCollum. Nurkic. C.J. McCollum had made his first three, but that shot off the mark. 4-3. Can't get the bounce. A shot no good there by Curry. 19-footer at the buzzer. First quarter's complete with the Blazers in front. One quarter down. Long way to go. So, buckle up. It's wide open.
And when both teams are playing at this level, it just continues to reaffirm that I was excited to watch both of these teams play this entire week. It's been a solid game so far, but this has a chance to be a great one down the stretch.
Here comes the screen. Seth Curry to McCollum. A bad pass as the Sixers come up with the steal. Trying to cash in. The shot missed by Smith. Ben Simmons. Tough shooting. Only 2 for 6 after that make.
This guy has posted 12 triple-doubles in his first full rookie year. That's his second most by any rookie in NBA history while leading his team to the Eastern Conference Finals. But how about this? When's the last time we said the most effective player maybe in the league has a glaring weakness? He was 0 of 11 from the three-point line for the entire year, did not make one three-point shot. And how about free throws? He shot 56% from the free throw line. You know who shot better? Dwight Howard and DeAndre Jordan. But with all that being said, this young man still finds himself in a position to be one of the most dominant players in NBA history.
Knocks down the second after missing the first. Jay, what's the next step for Ben Simmons?
MVP, Ed. To win the MVP. But perception is reality. And I've been hearing this stuff from a lot of people who have been watching Ben Simmons show out this past summer on IG. One will perceive that Ben Simmons has already won a championship when that has not been the case. Ben Simmons needs to get back to the lab, stay in the gym, continue to work on that jump shot, because this is still a team that lost 1-4 to the Celtics without Kyrie Irving and Gordon Hayward.
To McCollum. C.J. McCollum, 4 out of 7.
And C.J. is a guy that doesn't get the respect that he deserves on a nationwide level. 3 straight seasons averaging over 20 points per game. He's a guy that's automatically in range once he leaves the car entering the stadium.
Portland's got it. Probing the defense. McCollum to Seth Curry. Here's a chance from long range. Misfires. It's no good. Fires the three. And he can't get it to go down. It's no good. Goes to the left side. McCollum off the iron. No good. To Simmons. For 3. Oh, he couldn't get it to go. Working it outside. Simmons buries it on the catch and shoot.
And here's the setup, Ed, down the stretch. From a player who's been in these type of positions, eventually I'm going to hit you with a head fake, and you're going to have to jump considering I just made the last couple of threes. And that's when I find an easy way to get to the rim or force the defense to collapse to kick out for, guess what, another one.
Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. Embiid with a piece. That's his first of the game.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Down low, Nurkic. From the painted area, won't go down. Covington to McConnell. Beyond the arc for three. That's off the side of the rim, short. Seth Curry. Going to launch. Beyond the arc. Where's the chatter? No one was even close to him.
Defense, do the math. You force him to take tough twos, you'll probably have a better chance to win this game if you can slow down the pace.
Fultz to McConnell. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Like the confidence. Tough shot there from McConnell. To Seth Curry. Wide open look, won't go.
Oh, I like that. You got the defense rotating from side to side. They're even recovering late, but still you got to make that one.
It's Portland ball. Seth Curry. Portland has 4 to shoot. Shot clock violation. Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes.
For the Philadelphia 76ers, number 25, Ben Simmons.
Into the front court comes Simmons. Looking to make something happen. Oh, Ben Simmons. He's 5 for 10, shooting 50%.
I know this for a fact, Ed. Ben Simmons wanted to channel his inner Bill Russell during the NBA awards as he stood up on that stage accepting that Rookie of the Year trophy, looking down at all the people that hated on him and didn't think that after a year of being injured that he can come back and be the one that everybody thought he could be. One of only 7 players in NBA history to lead his team to 50-plus wins while accepting the Rookie of the Year trophy.
Here comes the screen. Joel Embiid sends it away. That's his first of the game.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Deep 2 there, won't go.
The most important thing a shooter can do is continue to shoot. The defense is always going to give great effort, but it's more of your psyche that goes into the next shot that will limit you on whether you make the shot or not.
Able to convert inside.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
Count the basket. A lot of contact. No foul.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
So many times we get on a defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Damian Lillard trying to cash in on a 3-point play. Career 88% from the line. Free throw good. A 3-point play as they move in front here just before the break. Deep 3 at the buzzer. That misses with a second to go. That'll do it for the first half. It's the Sixers out in front.
Thanks, fellas. Jalen here with your halftime report. The 76ers have the lead but not by much. They certainly staked the flag in the paint. They were dominant around the rim on the offensive end. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Philadelphia 76ers. The Trailblazers are keeping things exciting in a close matchup. The emphasis was on the three ball to open this game. Actually, that's how they score most of their points. It'll be interesting to see how they adjust if their success from long range doesn't continue in the second half. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Portland Trailblazers.
Game drive. Assists.
We're seeing unselfish basketball in this matchup, with each team turning good shots into great shots. These squads really know how to let it flow.
Player of the half.
Simmons did a great job of reading the defense and exploiting the opportunities where he can make the most damage. He's definitely feeling it.
Who was cold?
No one wants to be picked for this segment, but he couldn't avoid it. Maybe he'll turn things around in the second half. Here we go with the top 3 plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
And that concludes our halftime report. Thanks for joining us, and see you again after the game.
49 wins for the Trailblazers last year. That was good for third in the West. Jay, what's your projection for this season?
Well, oh, he just blocked that shot out of bounds.
Jay, they're lucky they get the ball back. McCollum.
I believe in you.
Lillard. That's off the side of the rim. No good. To Simmons. Covington. Redick. Had made his first couple, but he misses there.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
To McCollum. Down low for Turner. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot point, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive, but when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want it.
Portland has the ball. Lillard. Knocks it down from mid-range.
Everybody in the building, including myself, thought that pass was going somewhere else. Fool me once? Okay, but you're definitely not fooling me twice.
Oh, denied.
As my old teammate RJ would say, stay down, clown.
Cleans it up. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Embiid. From long range. And the rebound comes down to Portland. Lillard. Lets it fly from long range. Charge with the board. To Covington. Fires the three. They love this hustle. Well defended. Covington's a tough matchup. Trailblazers take over. Lillard. Work it down to Nurkic. Nurkic rocking the rim.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand. Can't connect from inside. Lillard. Inside, he scores.
And the true test of a team's character is how they respond when they get hit in the mouth. Keep digging.
Simmons with it. The deficit is 6. To Embiid. Joel Embiid. Not shaken for the early struggles. Maybe this is a sign of things to come.
Can we take a second to talk about the most gregarious personality in the NBA? We don't trust in the process. No. We're beyond the process. Joel Embiid has emerged as this generation's Shaquille O'Neal, and he's done it in a variety of ways. He's a dominant big who doesn't shy away from the physicality of the game. Probably the reason why he was up for Defensive Player of the Year. And also, he has a personality that baits you into a conversation, whether you like it or not, and he's pretty hysterical. This kid is going to be a star in the league for years to come, and you better pay attention to what he has to put down.
Driving is Lillard, but his shot won't fall.
And one of the most underrated things in this game is quick lateral speed. Good job by utilizing that speed and taking away the run.
And a putback slam.
Woo, that's nasty right there.
We'll get a stoppage here. Timeout Portland as their coaching staff wants to talk things over here in this third quarter. New blood coming in for both sides.
Into the game for the Philadelphia 76ers, number 20, Markel Fultz.
And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. Free throws coming up.
Smart play to rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free throw line every time.
Evan Turner at the line. First one goes down. Able to convert on both free throws. Simmons to Embiid. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball. But sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
Dario Saric at the line for a chance at a three-point play. He struggled so far. And he adds the free throw.
Way to hit.
Trailblazers with the basketball. They get it down to Turner. Goes reverse to lay it in.
That's it? That's all the celebration I get? I wanted to see a little bit more off that one.
Fultz into the front court. His guys now down by a point. 4-3. Knocks it down.
And if you're on D right now, if you're off on the weak side, stunt towards the driver. That means fake at him. Don't overcommit. Stunt, then get back to your stay at home. Force him to make one of those passes or force him to take a crazy shot at the rim.
Count it. And the foul. He's going to the line for a free throw.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The refs bit, and that's the game.
Farouk Aminu trying to cash in on a three-point play. For his career, 72%. And he missed the free throw. And he knocks it down. Jay, nice look right there.
Ed, did you see what this pass just did? Now it encourages his teammates to move with more sense of urgency because they understand that next time down the court, they might be on the receiving end of that pass.
Free throws coming up.
No. I'll tell you, the team that makes the little mistakes, like committing unnecessary reach-in fouls like that, will be the team that ends up with the L.
Anthony Simmons at the line. First one, count it. No good on the second. It's a 1 of 2 trip. Can't connect from in close.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Now a pass stolen by the Sixers. Deep three at the buzzer. 3 quarters down. The 76ers have the lead. This has been a battle thus far. A 1-point game as we get things back going here in the 4th. Philadelphia with the basketball. Count the bucket for 2.
Look at that. Calm under pressure. You see a lot of guys rush those. Nice extra move there.
Straight down the middle of the lane. Way to punch it home.
And a lot of folks last year, including myself, were surprised that Dame was named first-team All-NBA ahead of Russell Westbrook. Look, I love Dame's game, but come on, man. Russ averaged a triple-double for the 2nd season in a row. Stop it.
No good. Oh, it looked like he may have gotten him there.
But you can't just be a one-dimensional player. I know you're probably frustrated by me even saying that, but when you don't even give the option to pass the ball by utilizing some head fakes or ball fakes here and there, you save the defender by keeping them on their toes with the element of surprise.
Oh, bad pass there. Blazers have it.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Lillard. No good. That's great defense.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
To Embiid. Almost, but no good.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a safe place.
Shooting on the uptick. Markelle Fultz, wide open, finds a way to score.
Don't seem shocked. This is how the game is played these days. Shooting a 3 is like shooting a layup.
To Seth Curry. Here comes the screen. Seth Curry to Lillard. Short jumper won't fall. To Redick. Here's a chance from long range. Another chance. Slams it home on the putback.
Now that the process has been established, it's going to be fun to see how much better Joel Embiid can be this season. Everybody heard about his arduous offseason workout program, but the thing I love about him the most, he always works on his game, even if he's dunking on random fans on vacation.
Changes coming from both sides right now. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
It seems like yesterday I was rapping with this kid during the NBA pre-draft workout. He looked scrawny. Nobody knew if he could really make it. But the arrow continues to point straight up for Dame Lillard. Another terrific season. A first-time All-NBA first-team player. Tied for 4th in the league in scoring last year. This kid is no doubt about it. Dame time.
Joel Embiid.
Oh, get that out of here.
Message sent, Jay.
You know, sometimes basketball can become a very beautiful thing to watch. During the regular season, things can get difficult. Energy can be low. The passion at times can even be lower because players are tired. They're fatigued. But today, it's all been good. They're putting in an absolute show with killer efficiency and tremendous effort and intensity.
Around the perimeter to Lillard. C.J. McCollum. He's 5 for 10, shooting 50%.
That might have been a little bit easier than expected there, considering the score.
T.J. McConnell, like Rocky, he loves the tough situations.
And the three-point shot of the offense applies so much pressure on the defense, you can no longer build your teams inside out. The new way, you build your team outside in.
Screen coming. Lillard can't connect. It's no good.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
To Lillard. Here comes the screen. Lillard. He was smothered and still gets it to go down.
And the last 10 sequences down the court, everybody's touched the ball. You don't see anybody with any kind of negative expressions on their face because everybody's eating.
Deep two there, won't go. On the follow, way to stay with it.
Joel Embiid looking to take his game to a completely different level after working out with one of the best trainers in the league this offseason. An all-star for the first time last year, averaging 23 points. Safe to say, no longer trust the process. Joel Embiid is the process.
Looks like both teams are making substitutions.
Number 17, J.J. Redick. Into the game.
Lillard.
Trailblazers. Number 27, Yusuf Nurkic.
Now a steal by Philly. There's the whistle and an intentional foul. Just their first in the final 2 minutes, so no free throws yet. They'll take the ball out of bounds.
Smart play. You have fouls to use. Good way to manage the clock without burning a timeout.
And they're going to play this one out to its conclusion as we get an intentional foul. That means free throws coming up in what is a 7-point game.
Good foul right there. You want to stop the clock.
And hits the first free throw. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. To McCollum. Rebound Saric. To McConnell. Tough looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
And he scores. Unguardable, Jay. Deep three at the buzzer. That misses with a second to go. The Sixers are victorious as they get a good win on the road. That does it. For my partner Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. As we say, so long, everyone.
Here we go with the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The 76ers did what great teams do best, finish. What really stands out for me is how many three-pointers were scored. Everyone in the arena should have been given a free umbrella for the way they made it rain from long range. The Trailblazers are probably frustrated with themselves after such a narrow loss.
Sure, it's great they shot so well from three, but none of that really matters when your team has one more loss to show for it.
Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Portland Trailblazers.
Game track. 3-point shooting.
Each of these teams were solid with their long-range shooting. So by extension, they were pretty poor with their perimeter defense. Closing out on shooters must always happen, whether you're tired or not.
Player of the game.
Joel Embiid wasn't satisfied with just getting steals. He had to insist on getting a bunch of blocks as well. Now that's what I call defense.
Who was cold?
What can you say about a guy like this? Except that he fits the title of this segment. He was definitely cold in this game. Here we go with the top 3 plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
And here we've got the upcoming games for the Portland Trailblazers. That does it for us. On behalf of the rest of the crew, good night.